again.
We're doing an intro song.
Oh.
H&L's Daily Dose. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gravesend again. I seem to spend my entire life here. But I'm sitting outside Gravesend station now waiting for my aunt, who's from New York, to come and meet me so we can have our annual go out, have some food and have some drinks. Quiet evening. Yellow Micro. Lauren, this you've got to check out. In your own hometown, I found a yellow Mini. Eat that. Yes, Lauren, it's a yellow Mini.
Okay, basically you might remember from day 30, which was the 3rd of July, that was my grand's birthday, and she was there with my step-granddad, basically the guy she'd married after the guy who was the father of my mother and aunt and all that. So anyway, Lauren was told that she was going to be the event photographer, and she was told that way in advance, and it had been agreed by everyone. But Roy, who is the guy who my nan married, that guy, he didn't like it because he's a stuck-up arsehole and he doesn't like anyone getting their way but him. In fact, he didn't like the fact that my mum had organised the event at all. So he decided he was going to cause a big furore about it, and he was going to make sure that he got his way. And the way he did this is that he got his prize grandchild of his own, who's not even related to my gran whose birthday it was, and has nothing to do with anyone. And she's supposed to be the prized part of his side of the family. Now what happened was he decided to tell her that she was going to be the event photographer. And so they went off and had agreed on all this. And on the morning, literally the morning as they were on the way to the event, he told everyone around his house, which included his side of the family and all his people, that she, Catherine, was the event photographer, which hadn't been agreed with anyone else. Anyway, obviously he makes this big announcement, and my aunt was not particularly pleased about it, and she said, well, Lauren had already been set up as the event photographer, but he couldn't care less about that, so he just went ahead. 'Cause he's an arrogant fool, and she's a stuck-up tool, disrespecting my friends, now that ain't cool. So anyway, we turn up at the event, they turn up at the event, and Catherine, and she's brought along what looks like, frankly, a Happy Snaps camera, nothing much, and some cheap video camera. And me and Lauren, because Lauren was told she was doing everything, she brought along her professional camera, and I as well had brought along my video camera for obvious reasons. So we had proper equipment. So Catherine clearly took exception upon seeing this and decides to give us evils. What she doesn't realise is her prized granddad, who's a complete arsehole, was the one who'd engineered this whole situation by not bothering to be genuine and wanting everything his way. So the event continues this way, and now they all think that, all wonderful little Catherine. And Roy, he's going to grow old thinking that he's always getting his way, when in fact all he's really doing is engineering situations. We looked at Lauren's photographs, and I'd love to see Catherine's, but they're not going to be as good. So frankly, balls to them. 'Cause he's an arrogant fool, and she's a stuck-up tool, disrespecting my friends, now that ain't cool. 'Cause he's an arrogant fool, and she's a stuck-up tool, disrespecting my friends, now